she's turning out to be an inspiration to everyone. As we speak right now is Lovlina Borgohain. And, like we discussed, she won her bronze medal today. She went down, to be fair, to a much better opponent, a stronger opponent. She was beaten thoroughly today. She understands that, but she's young. She's 23 years of age. She will come back. Her time will come. And I'm looking at the news. Social media is going viral. We're talking about the biggest names in the business world, in the politics world, in the sports world, tweeting, messaging on Instagram, on Twitter, congratulating every one of the Indian athletes and Lovlina, obviously, for her medal. I also saw some news about roads being laid in front of Lovlina's house. I'm not too sure how true that is, but it's just wonderful to see how the entire country comes behind, they come behind these athletes. Yes, it happens more when they win a medal, and we'd like it to happen more often than not. But it's wonderful to see everything that's coming her way. She deserves every bit of it. She's a young boxer, but she showed a lot of heart in that ring.
Yes, she sure did. She comes from a very humble background. And I mean, like I said, her moving from Muay Thai, which is the Thai boxing, into our amateur boxing, if we call it, was a tremendous asset to us, because her two sisters are still doing Muay Thai.
Yeah.
And it's very rarely that you find a girl, sorry, you find a girl who's 5'9" in height, with an average weight of 63 to 69, and very difficult to find a person who's got the heart, the commitment, the energy, and the support of coaches, the administrators in her state. And since there were championships held in Guwahati, where she was discovered and gave it all her best. I mean, it's sad, but I wish she had boxed as planned in the bronze medal match. She should have used the height to advantage. She should have remained at a distance, which she did so well in the earlier quarterfinal bout. And I think she got a little, she started strongly, but the other girl was a much stronger girl and same age. They're both the same age.
Yeah.
And of course, the Turkish girl had the same experience, but has been a world medalist, gold medalist at many places. But I think she gave it all her best. And in the end, I think one mentally would go through this. And don't forget, she had 4 days after her quarterfinal win, where psychologically, your mind is doing nothing but thinking, what's going to happen after 4 days? How am I going to be prepared? Should I train more? Who should I listen to? I mean, am I satisfied with the bronze medal? Am I going to really work for the gold medal? What are my chances? She's a world champion. You need a lot of support at that time. And both the coaches who are there, the Italian coach, Mr. Rafal, and our Indian coach, Ali Kamar, they both must have really had tremendous inputs in keeping her motivated. But I mean, like I said, it was not to be, because the other girl was a much better boxer. And that warning that she picked up in the second round, and a count also in between, must have mentally been a strong sort of feeling to her that, let me try anyway. I'm going to try better.
Yeah, she did look flustered because she was on the receiving end of a barrage of blows from, I think she's the reigning world champion, right? So tough luck. It was a tough game for Lovlina, but she showed a lot of grit, a lot of heart, a lot of determination, and that's why she's coming back home with a bronze medal. there's a handful of Indians who won an Olympic gold medal, and she can proudly say that she's one of them. We spoke about her sisters and how they started off in Muay Thai. In fact, she started off as well. So it's a little story, a little fun fact for all our viewers. Lovlina and both her sisters, they all started off with Muay Thai. It's a form of kickboxing, which you've seen, I'm sure. Her sisters continued pursuing that when Lovlina made the switch to boxing. And how did she fall in love with boxing? It's a very tiny little interesting story. One day her dad brought home sweets for all of them. I was wrapped in a paper, coincidentally, which had the story about the great Muhammad Ali. And she happened to read that story. And as inspirational as Muhammad Ali is, she went on to considering Muhammad Ali as her role model. And that's what got her to start boxing. And what led from that particular thing is now someone who's standing on the Olympic podium with a bronze medal around her neck is a story that is inspirational in every sense. She comes from the most humble background, just like most of these athletes. And I think they deserve everything that's coming their way. So congratulations to Lovlina for winning that bronze medal.